After the fierce battle against the dark creature, the team gradually regained their strength. Yet, they knew that the calm that had settled in the land was only temporary. The world was not balanced yet, and Sami and his companions were not safe. While they were trying to gather themselves, dark forces still watched them from the shadows. Return of the darkness at that moment. The horizon began to change. Thick darkness began to creep in from all sides, as if it were gently covering the sky in a fearful embrace. The air was heavy, the vision blurry, and the ground beneath their feet trembled as if on the brink of collapse. The guardian took a heavy breath and said, "A strange feeling. Something is breathing here. It's not just an enemy, it's something bigger." As the team was preparing to meet this new threat, a giant dark creature suddenly appeared, much larger than anything they had seen before. It emitted waves of dark energy, causing violent explosions on the ground. Sami stared at the huge creature and said, "There doesn't seem to be any escape from this battle. We must face it with greater strength." Sami, who was never afraid to face powerful enemies, decided to strike directly. He charged towards the creature, directing the 4 crystals towards its heart, but the creature was faster than he expected. It unleashed a wave of darkness, forcing Sami to retreat quickly. At that moment, the bird rushed in the sky like lightning, shooting strong arrows at the creature. But the gigantic creature caught the arrows with its fingers, crushing them effortlessly. The bird landed on the ground and said, "This enemy is stronger than anything we've met before. We need to change our strategy." As the battle raged on, the dark creature started releasing immense waves of energy. The waves split the ground beneath their feet. The distant cities began to crumble, and the sky was filled with massive black clouds. There was no place to hide. Xena watched the horizon nervously. Xena said, "This is not just any enemy. This is darkness itself. If we don't stop it, we will lose everything." Meanwhile, Sami realized that this battle would be different. He had to use the 4 crystals more wisely and effectively. He decided to merge the power of the crystals with the Guardian's energy, who was skilled in ancient magic. Sami looked at the Guardian and said, "Let's combine our powers. If we can do that, we might weaken it." And so they started implementing their plan. The Guardian cast a powerful spell to amplify the crystal's energy, while Sami focused his energy into the heart of the 4 crystals. In a flash, the crystal's energy merged with the Guardian's spell. The energy formed a massive ball of light and spark. The ball shot towards the giant creature and caused a tremendous explosion that shook the sky. However, the creature did not fall. Instead, it began to emit a much stronger dark energy, destroying everything in its path. It was not just an attack. There was something deep moving inside the creature, something dark that could not be faced easily. In that moment, Sami realized that the power they were using was not enough to defeat the creature. But there was a slight chance. He had to make a sacrifice. Sami looked at his companions and said, "I will go inside. I will attack its heart directly, and I need your support." It wasn't easy, but the team was ready to sacrifice. Sami charged towards the creature, defying death, while his companions did their best to maintain the attack. The final strike was the most intense. Sami broke through the creature's dark barrier, penetrating its heart in a surprising moment. And with that strike, the giant creature retreated and disintegrated into a mix of darkness scattered in all directions. But Sami did not survive completely. His strength was entirely depleted. While the sky cleared and returned to calm, Sami lay unconscious on the ground while his companions tried to reach him. Everyone knew this battle might be its end, but did it really end? The bird looked at the sky and said, "We've defeated it, but is the world really safe?" While the team gathered around Sami, shadows still loomed on the horizon, threatening that this conflict was not over yet. Stay tuned for the next part. One battle has ended, but the war is not over. What awaits Sami and his companions in the next part? Stay tuned for more action and suspense in part 61.